As both your characters are astronauts, has it ignited any type of ambition for both of you to ever want to travel to space?
I was up there, it was like 2 months or something when we shot the two first episodes, and it really got into my dreams, and I felt trapped. I was alone. I was trying to survive. And that is like sort of like a physical memory in my body still. So what do you say, Mr.
Well, I say the power of suggestion over a period of time. Normally I am a creature. I need my comforts. I need the beer close by. I need to be warm. But I've been a part of this, and also just part of the interview process where it really ignites, well, maybe that'd be pretty cool.
Noomi, Jonathan, how are you both doing?
Swell.
So good.
I'm so delighted to be talking with you. Jonathan, happy birthday. I'm so happy that you're sharing your time with me today on it.
So glad I'm still here.
We're just delighted. I have to just first start off by saying how much I'm adoring the show. You are both so phenomenal in it. And I really have been at the edge of my seat watching every single episode of it. As both your characters are astronauts, has it ignited any type of ambition for both of you to ever want to travel to space?
Yes and no. I mean, it was quite trippy for me shooting. I was up there, it was like 2 months or something when we shot the two first episodes, and it really got into my dreams, and I felt trapped. I was alone. I was trying to survive. And that is like sort of like a physical memory in my body still. So what do you say, Mr.
Well, I say the power of suggestion over a period of time. Normally I am a creature. I need my comforts. I need the beer close by. I need to be warm. But I've been a part of this, and also just part of the interview process where it really ignites, well, maybe that'd be pretty cool.
It would be very, very cool. Maybe one day it'll just be accessible.
What about yourself?
Man, I'm like Jonathan. Like I like having my comfort, but it would be an experience. How could you turn it down, right?
Yeah.
But no, Jonathan, for yourself, you're re-teaming with Michelle McLaren on this, someone who has directed some, I think, of my favorite episodes of television ever in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. What was it like re-teaming with her on a project like this and, creating a new world?
I want to tell you a story. First of all, I'll follow. Okay, let's get it straight. I'd follow her anywhere. But I am one of those actors on the set that I am a consummate pain in the ass, that I'm going, come on, let's go. What are you doing? What are you doing? She walked across the stage floor one time, not Constellation, but at another time. She put her finger in my chest and she went, "Do I make you look good?" And I went, "Yes, dear."
It's said it all.
Yeah. You have an incredible performance in the show, and Noomi, for yourself, there's a scene in the first episode where your character Joe is just looking out into space, and you're on limited life support. You are just isolated mentally and physically. Where are you going to really prepare yourself to take on a challenge like that as an actor?
Well, I did a lot of training and physical preparation, rehearsals with the team, wire work, being hooked up on a crane and like finding my balance points, and like different scenes require different things. And, kind of floating around the corner is one of the hardest things you can do, believe it or not. So it was a lot of that, but like psychologically, like I've strangely enough, I felt since I was quite young that I'm on a journey myself, and I need to figure out I need to solve things. And that's like, it's kind of up to me if I want to get out of this, or if I want to move on to something brighter and more hopeful and better, So I have a kind of strong drive, and I've always, I said to you before, there was like when I was 7 or something, I realized it was a huge, sad discovery that no one else can actually know what's going on in my mind. And so I kind of tapped into myself and my biggest fears of loneliness and never returning to the ones I love. And, yeah.
There's a lot there, and you guys are, like I said, incredible in this series. I'm so excited for everyone to watch it. I wish we had more time today, but I did want to say thank you to both of you. Jonathan, I hope you have a great rest of your birthday, and just really quickly, your performance as Commissioner Gordon in Batman Arkham Knight is one of my all-time favorites, so just thank you for that.
Dude, I wish you were here. I would just brag on you about being 12 years old forever.
I'm happy. I would gladly accept it. Thank you.
Oh, man, you're a pleasure.
James, William, how are you both doing?
Good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, nice to see you.
Nice to see you both. I have to first start off by saying just congratulations to both of you. The show is incredible. I've been on the edge of my seat watching every single episode of it, which has been a great time and also very scary time as well too. But it's been great.
That's fantastic that you've enjoyed it, if that's the right word.
Now, no, right out the gate, I want to ask both of you, having a series surrounded by outer space and what's real, what's not, has this series ignited any type of, ambition of ever wanting to go to outer space, to space travel?
Most of my conversation with Peter Harness that didn't involve trying to figure out what was happening in the show was about how could Magnus go into space in season 2. I'm absolutely, Magnus or James, determined to see the rings of Saturn.
I don't know. Elon's doing a lot of great things, with the space program. It would just, how does the body react? Speaking to Scott Kelly and knowing that if you're in space in 0G for a year, you got to relearn how to walk again. Your body is different. It's hard on your body. So it's not just, so much of, oh, I want to go to space. It's like, what is it going to cost? And that, brings me to the thought of the show itself. Watching this show is going to cost you something. It's going to cost you to feel. It's going to cost you to challenge yourself and, think about family and different ideals and what is love, what is trust, what is faith, what is loss. And so in going to space, I think it's a great question because we do that in our own mind, in our own conversations. Sometimes we're there, present, and sometimes we're not. And I think Constellation does a great job of that.
What I find so fascinating about this show is, as I'm watching it, I am constantly asking myself, I'm like, is this happening? What is real? What is going on? Did you two like knowing where the series is going? Like, are you getting the full script? Do you even want to know ahead, or do you like kind of seeing it as the show is coming out? James, we could start with you.
I did read all 8 episodes fairly early. I think they changed. Well, no, they didn't change. They were brilliant when I read them, and then they became more and more and more brilliant as time went by. I don't know that having access to all 8 episodes answered all the questions that I had and continue to have, and it is a very fast-paced meditation on the nature of reality. It's a sci-fi, but then it seems to be a conspiracy show, and then it actually is a thriller. No, wait a minute, hold on, it's a family drama. It's all of those things, but hopefully at the core of it all, it's about the nature of being human, what it is to be human, and that's what I hope. Through Noomi's character, who's obviously struggling to keep up with what's happening, but through the young girl, through Alice's eyes, we really can be rooted into the craziness of the show from there.
I love that. William, how about yourself? Did you like knowing what was coming or what was really happening in the world, or did you like being, kept in the dark a little bit?
Well, I was kept in the dark from the beginning. The only thing I received at the audition were the sides. And then I arrive in Berlin, and I'm having a dinner with Michelle and Joseph and Peter. And they say, what did you feel when you read episode 6? And I looked at them and I said, I haven't read it because I don't have it. And they said, so you mean you came all the way from America to Berlin and not knowing how your character ends up? And I was like, well, when I read it, it was so beautifully written, and I'm a lead in the show, so I guess I'll stick around for a little bit, But reading Peter Harness' work is a dream come true as an actor, to have to read something and it just jumps off at the page. And Paul goes on an emotional roller coaster of different emotions, and so does Joe. And I'm recalling a scene where Joe has an accident, and it's a horrific accident, and I'm there with her, and the other astronauts are coming in, not to give too much away, but I'm with her for a moment that only her and I can understand. And the writing and the cinematography and the directing, I mean, this is like a brilliant masterclass of artwork, and I'm excited for the viewers to watch it, and I know Constellation will be a great hit.
Yeah, I'm so excited for audiences to watch it. It truly is a phenomenal show. There's so much to look forward to, and just really quickly as I wrap up, so to say, James, your performance, your scenes in Oppenheimer were so impactful, and it's still something that I think about constantly every time I've watched it. So just thank you for
Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, great after bite. It's one of my favorites.
Thanks.